Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to change things up a little bit, and I want to talk about a couple tools that I think are a must-have in your shop or garage. Alright, so if you've worked on any vehicles or other equipment for any amount of time, sooner or later you've come across a situation where you need to replace a nut or a bolt because it's either damaged or you've lost it or something like that. The problem is it's not always easy to tell what size the bolt or nut is. Looking at any of these nuts or bolts that I have here on the table, you might not necessarily know what size those are. To solve that problem, I have this bolt and nut thread checker here that's on a cable. It contains both US and metric size threads and works with both bolts and nuts. There's a few different variations of these that you'll find out there for sale. You have ones like this one here that are on a cable. Other ones might be made on some sort of a plate or something like that. How these work is fairly simple. You take the bolt that you're trying to find the threads for, and you look for something similar on the cable here or on the board if it's one of the ones not on the board, and try the various sizes until you find the right one. That one won't thread in, so that's not right. There we go. So this particular bolt is a 7/16 by 20. You can try another one. See what this one is. Looks like maybe a 3/8 bolt. We'll try the 3/8. Not that one. That's a 3/8 24, so that wasn't the right one. And there's a 3/8 16. There we go. And it works the same for nuts. The nuts, you just use the other end where the threaded part is. And that one's also a 3/8 16. That works pretty well for just about every scenario, but you might be asking yourself, well, what happens if the bolt or nut that I have is damaged and I can't thread it into or over that thread checker that I have right there? For that, I recommend another type of thread checker that looks like this. And this one here has just several different hole sizes that you can first check the diameter of the bolt. And then on the back side, you have little threads here that you can match up the threads on your existing bolt. So let's take another bolt here we haven't tried yet, and go down the line. Oh, so it fits into one of the holes, fairly tightly. That's a 3/8, so we're sure that this is a 3/8 bolt. Just to double check the metric. It's too small on the 10, too large for the 8. So it's a 3/8 bolt. Flip it over to the back side. There's different threads per inch here: 24, 20, 18, 16, and so on. I'm going to guess and say it's 16 because that's a pretty common size. So we'll check it. I don't know if you can see that, but we'll line it up with the threads. And if they mesh properly, then that's a match. In this case, that's a match. So this is a 3/8 16 bolt. For nuts, you have the little different things here on the outside that match up to diameters of various sizes of nuts. And I'm not sure if you can read that, but right here on the side, this says that for coarse threads, it would fit the smaller edge, and for fine threads, it would fit the inner edge. So we can take this nut we have here and try it. That's too big for that. And it looks like that fits here on the 3/8 and on the upper or outer to the right, in this case, diameter. And that would mean that this is a 3/8 coarse thread nut, which would be 3/8 16. And to verify that, we can take the bolt that we tried earlier and the nut that we just checked, see if they thread on each other. And sure enough, we have a match. Another good reason to have these tools around is in the case that the bolt or nut is damaged and you want to use a tap and die set to chase the threads, you definitely need to figure out first what kind of threads you have so you can match up the proper tap or die. In last week's video, I did a review on the Harbor Freight tap and die set, and in that video I did chase threads on a threaded shaft that I had, and if I wouldn't have already known the threads on that, I would have definitely used one of these sets here to figure that out. As far as price, these are pretty cheap. The set here I paid about $20 or $25 for, I can't remember. The price on those might be a little bit higher if you get one of the ones that's on a board. This one here was only about $10. For those prices, I think it's definitely worth picking these up and having them handy in your shop or garage. Alright everybody, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.